Gate 11, please proceed to the village.
Thank you very much for tuning in, and we are live at Nyayo National Stadium for the 5th edition of the Jubilee Live Free Race, where we're going to be having cyclists. In fact, we've been having cyclists all the way from 6 a.m. taking part in this wonderful competition organized by the Grand Nairobi Bike Race, powered by Jubilee. And so far, so good. We've had various categories taking place. In the morning, we did have the wheelchair race starting off, and then we went to the paracycling together with the Black Mamba, and of course the kiddies. We also have to take care of the next generation, so the kiddies also had their go. They went for 2 kilometers loop, and then of course we did have the family fun race where the parents together with their children just having a wonderful Sunday right here in the streets of Nairobi. And now we are preparing to have the big race, and that is the main race. The loop is a 15-kilometer loop. You start here at Nyayo National Stadium, go to the Bunyala roundabout, and then you head up Bunyala, they call it Mountain Bunyala Road, and then make your way behind the British High Commission, get yourself to the Haile Selassie Road, then take a left onto the Upper Hill Road, then to the roundabout, the junction between Upper Hill Road and Mara Road. You take your right, go up the way till the roundabout, NCBA roundabout, and then take a U-turn back onto Mara Road, and then find your way back to Upper Hill. Then you proceed to Haile Selassie. But this time round, the cyclists will go down Haile Selassie onto the Haile Selassie Uru Highway roundabout. Then take a right turn, get onto Mombasa Road, and head over to the Lusaka Langata Road roundabout. Then make their way onto Langata Road and up till Uhuru Gardens. At Uhuru Gardens, they will take a U-turn, and then they make their way, they start descending, make their way past Wilson, make their way past Timon, get their way to Madaraka Estate, and then find their way back onto Aerodrome Road, which is now called the Douglas Wakihuri Road, and finish right here at Nyayo National Stadium. This is the start and the finish of the Jubilee Live Free Race. So we have been having a wonderful competition so far, quite competitive to say the least. There are various categories, from the wheelchair race, the paracycling, and Black Mamba, the kiddies race, the family fun riders, the main race, and together with the team race. Everything has been absolutely spot on, and so far we've had various results start to trickle in, and we did have Caroline take part in the wheelchair race where she emerged victorious. And now I'm pleased to be joined by the Jubilee Holdings CEO, Daktari Julius Kipngeti. Daktari, you're looking absolutely different to what we are accustomed to you to.
Yes. You are used to Julius with suits.
Yeah.
And
today's a bit different.
Today we are at the Nairobi Nyayo Stadium, and we are excited here. This is the Nairobi Jubilee Live Free Race, powered by Grand Nairobi Bike Race. And we are excited here with families, with everyone here. If you are not in Nyayo Stadium, you are in the wrong place, guys. Please come and be part of this useful, big excitement.
Daktari, Jubilee has played a crucial role in trying to inculcate the cycling culture in Nairobi.
Yes.
How does it feel to be part of such a grand initiative?
It's exciting. This is the 5th edition. It has grown and grown and grown. Today, we have approximately 5,000 people on bikes. It's the biggest race ever in Kenya, in East Africa. Please be part of that excitement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And of course, it's also wonderful just not to, just sell the health cover. It's also wonderful to also keep people active, keep people in participating in these healthy activities.
This event has multiple objectives. One of them is, of course, to improve wellness. And we encourage families to get bikes so that then they are part of that excitement. The second one is we want to encourage people to have mobility using non-motorized transport. So we are here just to make sure that we encourage people. The third objective is to encourage urban planners to think of how can we accommodate alternative transport in the city of Nairobi and other cities, not just in Kenya, but in East Africa. So one of our partners is Kura, and Kura is beginning to incorporate designs in their urban planning on alternative means of transport. And you will see, like if you look at history, China went through this phase, and now bikes are part of normal transport in Chinese cities. Europe has gone through the same, and we want Kenya to go through the same process so that people can use alternative means of transport in the urban areas. I would like one day to bike from my house to my office and go back, but we need then safe roads and pathways for non-motorized transport. That is the excitement we are celebrating today.
Thank you very much, Dr. Hopefully, Jubilee will be remembered for this noble idea of trying to change the narrative. We just can't all be using the road transport. We can also cycle to work. In other developed countries, cycling is normal. Cycling is a day-to-day thing.
Today it is Nairobi. In years to come, not very too far, we are coming to Kampala, we are coming to Dar es Salaam.
Fantastic. Fantastic, Dr. Of course, it's not only Kenyans who are participating in this particular race. We also do have 21 other nationalities. And of course, now I'm glad to be joined by Caroline Ndongo, who is the head of marketing. And she has been doing a stellar job in trying to let the public know of this wonderful event. And we are pleased to be having Caroline Ndongo, who is the head of marketing at Jubilee Holdings. Caroline, great to see you here.
Good to see you too, Asante.
It started as a gloomy morning, but somehow the sun has come out.
We held this place in prayer from last night. We said, God, give us a good event. You'll cover us. And indeed, look at it. And it's sunning up now, and it's been well attended. Everyone's out, so we're very happy. Yes.
So far, so good. Yeah. The Jubilee Nairobi Grand Bike Race started off in 2019.
Let me help you. The Jubilee Live Free.
The Jubilee Live Free Race started off in 2019. Of course, they started off with 450, and now we have progressed till 3,500. How has the progress been for you guys?
I think for us it's just been phenomenal. The one thing I want to say is that first it was when it was 400, it was the Grand Nairobi Bike Race, and I really want to commend them because it was what I call a marriage made in heaven. We found people with a dream that was very similar to ours, and then we brought our power and our might behind that dream. And as you can see, and they brought their technical ability and their operational ability, and what has emerged and what we have grown together is a beautiful event. I mean, every time I come into Nyayo Stadium, before this was at KICC, I'm blown away by the numbers, the energy, the color, the pomp, the sense of competition. I mean, it's just marvelous. So yes, 2022 is when we got in, because we took a break in there was COVID, I think 2020 and 2021, and in 2022 we got on board, and from then on now we've gone from strength to strength. So this is our 4th year as Jubilee. It's a great return for us. I mean, of course I have to speak business speak. It's a great return because we get to engage with what is our target audience, and it's quite a big array of audiences, because we are very inclusive. So all the way from the kiddies, to the veterans, to the Paralympics. This year we've included the wheelchair, to the ladies, to the gents, families, right across the patch. We're able to engage with what is our audiences, and in that way we can talk to them about wellness. The way we position this is to say we are interested in the holistic wellness. And what does that mean? It means financial wellness, where we engage you with our offerings: asset management, health insurance, life. It also means that we can engage you with mental wellness. I mean, this is a great space, community, people, fun is a good thing for mental wellness, which is something that we're all getting very keen on these days. And then physical, of course, physical wellness is a nice active sport. So overall, it really works well with our values, our principles, our agendas, and we just love it. We love it. We love to do it. Yeah.
The one thing I like about this particular race is that it's inclusive. It doesn't, have one particular category. It has the male category. It has the female category. It has also the paracyclists and the wheelchair categories. What inspired this?
That's exactly it, because we seek to. Okay, so our purpose is to help people overcome uncertainty, and when we say people overcome uncertainty, we mean all people. So when we ask ourselves, anything that we do, whether it's a product that we're launching or an activity that we're sponsoring, the agenda should always be one that actually allows for that to be holistic and inclusive, right? So when we came into this, we said to ourselves, how do we ensure that that principle is actually is brought to life? And that's why then we say we have to be actively involved in ensuring that we are driving an inclusive agenda, and that is how we end up with all the different categories, and then also all the different causes that we get behind. So one of the key things is prosthetic limbs. So this year we've expanded beyond the wheelchair is the prosthetic limbs. So you pay 200 bob, you get to contribute money that can be used to create a prosthetic or build a prosthetic limb for children who are amputees and whatever, which is something we do with our Jubilee Children's Fund. So again, we don't want to leave anybody behind just because we have doctors of hearing as a partner, because again, also people who are impaired, beyond enabling them to to participate in the sport, we also would like to partner with them substantively to enable their lives through whatever. So our agenda is deliberate and intentional. It's about inclusivity, and we're getting after it in all shapes and forms. Yes.
Lastly, there is also today you can have any injury. You can get an injury here and there. You can get injured. You can get an injury. But there seems to be a cover for this particular day. Just tell us about the cover.
Cover for the day, and it's back to democratization of insurance. Cover for the day, 50 bob, and you're covered for the day. So whatever injuries you get as a result of this race, you'll be sorted out. Yeah. So that's something again that we are quite exciting for the day.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol. Well, we're just lining up the main race competitors who are just getting ready. The whole loop is 15 kilometers, and they are supposed to cover it 5 times. So that is 75 kilometers. So when you come over here, this is the start of the particular race, of the main race. We have both the male and the female competitors who will be taking part in this particular race. And of course, they will be going round the loop of 15 kilometers, and they'll be doing that 5 times in order to cover 75 kilometers. And right now, I'm pleased to be joined by the former Cabinet Secretary for Sports, Honorable Ababu Namwamba. Mr. Ababu, I'm so glad to see you here. It's been a long time, but I see you're still within the sporting ecosystem.
Absolutely. Sport is for life. But more specifically, I'm here because of a project we are implementing at the UN. Or as you know now, I'm serving as Kenya's ambassador to the UN. We are implementing a program of sports for environment, sports for climate action. And so this great Nairobi bike race, whose theme really to emphasize is sustainability and empowered mobility. Which is about making sure that we build cities that are clean, that are promoting the use of clean energy and limited emissions, and there is nothing better in that regard than biking. Biking is clean, biking is fitness, biking promotes clean cities and green cities. Yeah.
When you travel abroad, you get to see that in modern countries, people have embraced cycling. Cycling is a way of life, is a mode of transport that people use to get to from point A to point B. But here in Kenya, we're a little bit behind, left back. But what steps can we take in order to bridge that gap, in order to have different ways of getting to different areas that we want to get to?
First of all, you need deliberate policy intervention. Policy intervention that will provide safe road paths for cyclists. Today it is very risky to cycle in Nairobi or any Kenyan city. And so agencies like KURA, which are responsible for designing city roads, they have to provide safe paths for cyclists. Secondly, you need to make it cool to cycle. Because you see, Kenya still has this imagination that it's cool to drive a big fuel guzzler. So if Ambassador Babu were to arrive at an event on his bike, everybody is going to balk like, what is happening to Balozi? If a CS drives into a meeting or the president were to cycle into a meeting, then people would sort of not see the value of it. But go to the Netherlands. The Prime Minister of Netherlands routinely rides his bike to work. In Belgium, in Norway, in that whole Nordic bloc. It is something that means we have to switch the mindset and make biking cool. And then events of this nature, events that involve families. I have seen families here. I've seen as young as 4-year-olds. That really is the way to go, to start inculcating in our Gen Zs and the younger generation that cycling is cool, cycling is safe, and cycling is the future of sustainability and clean mobility. Yeah.
Kenya is renowned for athletics, it's renowned for rugby, it's a bit of football here and there. Now we are trying to diversify and enter into the cycling ecosystem. Last year we did have the African Cycling Championship happening here in Kenya, in Eldoret. This year again we're going to be having it, but in the coastal region. What can you say about Kenya in the way the action that it is being taken in order to diversify and get into other sports such as cycling?
It's the way to go. It's the way to go. We've done great in athletics, and congratulations to our great world beaters. We are making good progress in football. Events or sporting activities like cycling really must be the next frontier, where we invest more resources, we invest more passion, and attract more public participation. We want to see cycling in schools, in institutions of learning, and just make cycling a sporting activity that is attractive and that people find worth their time. So that the same way you are passionate about athletics, same way you're passionate about football, build the same passion for cycling. And the great thing about cycling is not only can you be a fan, you can be a fan and an active participant at the same time for your own health. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ambassador. Nice to see you. To keep up with the good job that you're doing. And of course, we're just about to start the race, and we are having the cyclists just ready to be flagged off by the Jubilee Holding CEO, Dr. Julius Kipngetich. Remember, we started early in the morning, as early as 6:30. We did have the wheelchair race, and then we went to the paracycling.
And then the race starts. Yes?
We didn't have the paracyclists starting off, getting started after the wheelchair race. And then, of course, we proceeded to the Black Mamba. The Black Mambas had a 2-loop race. And then we proceeded then to the kiddies. The kiddies, we also have to invest in the next generation. We also have to make sure that our children are well taken care of. And one way to take care of them and to prepare them for the future is to ensure that they take part in such initiatives, in such competitions. Slowly by slowly, they will get ready. Once they become older, they will understand what exactly is needed for them to be able to compete at this particular high level. The flag off is just about to take place. Of course, we do have Julius Kipngetich, the CEO of Jubilee Holdings, the other side, and on this other side we do have the ambassador Ababu Namwamba, just about to flag off together with
Chairman.
Are we ready?
And of course, the chairman of Jubilee Holdings is also going to flag off this main race. Remember, the main race is 75 kilometers. Race, one loop is 15 kilometers, and so they have to go 5 times. And here is the countdown: 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the main race of the Jubilee Live bike race is underway. It's 75 kilometers that the cyclists are going to be covering. They'll be making their way onto the Bunyala Road roundabout. Then they make their way up Bunyala Road, up what is now renowned as the Mountain Bunyala Road. And then, of course, they take a right turn to go on to Haile Selassie, just behind the British High Commission. And they'll be making their way into Upper Hill, make a U-turn at the Mara Road roundabout, and then make their way back onto Haile Selassie, up till Langata Road, then back onto Nyayo Stadium. Well, that's all we had for you here, but we'll be bringing you all the results of the 5th edition of the Jubilee Live Free Race later on in our bulletin.
Last roundabout, neutral until endless last roundabout, and keep safe. If you overtaking, you overtake on the right. If you overtaking, you overtake on the right. Neutral until endless last roundabout. It is 5 laps. 5 laps once again. Neutral until LS last roundabout. If you ever take for the right, stay still. Neutral until LS last roundabout. Then the race begins after that. 5 laps. It is 5 laps. Neutral until LS last roundabout. 5 laps.
That's the marketing team. They want to interview.
Neutral until LS last roundabout. It is 5 laps. We are all going together. All the categories, whether it's veteran, whether it's masters, whether it's men and women.